Hello friends, I am Dr. Bree and today I have a 3-minute miracle that is really going to help you relax and release your pelvic floor. Great to do if you have any pelvic pain or tension that you suffer from, or prolapse, conditions that may provide a little pressure and feelings of discomfort at the end of the day. All you're going to need for this is a yoga block. If you have a nice soft foam yoga block like this is great. You want it firm, but you also don't want it to be super hard. If you have a very hard yoga block like this cork one, I recommend grabbing a real thin blanket that you can put over it. Now, if you don't have a yoga block at all, you can also use a big, thick book or two. Just make sure that it's really sturdy. So if you're using, again, a big, thick book or a yoga block that's firm, just put it down on the ground and cover it this way with a blanket. We want the block to be the sideways way and not the tall way. It's going to be the sideways way, and we're going to put it right under our sacrum, so the back of our pelvis. Don't put it under your low back. Let's go ahead and get down onto the block. I like to actually come down onto my back and then lift my hips in a bridge position till I am on the block. So make sure that you're firmly on the block and that it's not tipping. Really release into this block. Gather your blanket up if it's underneath your feet, and take a moment to just let your pelvis settle into the block, sink into the block. So again, make sure that the block is the sideways way. It's not pressing into your low back. It's right underneath your sacrum, the back of your pelvis. And really just release. This is the first part of our 3-minute miracle. Just releasing and sinking into the block. Feel the back of your pelvic bones just like sinking. It feels so good, doesn't it? To just kind of go, whoa. Take a deep breath. Release your shoulders down away from your ears so that they're not hunchy like this. You want to be relaxed through the shoulders. Maybe your palms face up so you're not tempted to grip the floor. So palms up. Let there be some space between your chin and your neck so that you're not crunched up like this. We want to have a little space. So release the back of your head into the ground and take a deep breath. Breathing deeply down into your pelvic floor, into your belly and your ribs, breathing in. And then as you exhale, press all the air out. One more deep breath in this beautiful sinking position, sinking down into your block. Now what we're going to do is bring our legs up into a mini waterfall position. So waterfall is where your legs are straight up toward the ceiling, but we're actually just going to keep our knees bent. So bring one leg up and then the other leg up to join. And just settle into this feeling of being fully supported on your yoga block. And just let your legs stay bent. So just feel that position where your legs just feel weightless. They're just sort of dangling in the air, super weightless through the legs. Sinking into the block still. The block is low enough that your back shouldn't be overly arched. You should again feel really supported and like you can just sink into this block. Just let your body go, oh. Now maybe stretch up one leg, point and flex the ankle, and then release it down, and the other leg up in the air, and then point and flex the ankle. And the next thing we're going to do for our quick little 3-minute, 4-minute, 5-minute miracle is we're going to separate the legs apart. So in this position, you're just going to let your knees drop apart, and you're going to release. So this might not feel comfortable for you. If you have a lot of tension in your inner thigh area, then this actually might not be a miracle for you. If that's the case, then go ahead and grab the inside of your shins and ankle area, so come through the inside, and that might make you feel a little more supported so you don't feel so open. Now, if you have the flexibility that this feels good for you, then just let your legs hang. But again, if you want a little more support, you can support from the inside like this, or you can have your hands underneath you, just kind of with your elbows on the floor, your hands supporting your thighs. And just release into the pose. Feel again that your pelvis is sinking into the yoga block. You're fully, fully supported. You're breathing deeply into the pelvic floor area. And you're just really open through the inner thigh and pelvic floor area, totally released and relaxed. Maybe you can experiment with dropping your hands down now that you've had a chance to get into the position, and see how it feels just to let your legs fall apart from one another and just release. Let's do 3 more nice deep breaths. Sinking into the block. And now use your hands to gather up one leg and then the other leg. And again, straighten your legs now toward the ceiling again. Bend and straighten. This time let them stay straight for just a beat, just a breath. Maybe flex and point your ankle. And relax down. Stretch one leg long. Really feel that stretch in the front of the hip flexor here. Stretch the other leg long. Feel the stretch in the front of the other hip flexor now. And carefully come off of the block. So you can just shift to the side, come off, shift your body around, roll to your side, and come on up. Press yourself up to a seated position. So what that exercise does, that pose does, is it really prevents stagnation. Sometimes our blood can really get stagnant down in our feet and our ankles. It brings them up. It's an inversion, so it brings them up above our heart, and it helps kind of bring the blood flow back to our pelvic area and our heart area to not only relax us, but also energize us and kind of get things moving. So it's a great move that you can do toward the middle of the day if you kind of need to re-energize. Again, get the blood flowing back to your heart and moving through your body, but it's also really releasing and relaxing for that pelvic floor. Like I said, sometimes people carry a lot of tension in this part of the body, and that opening pose that we did at the end where we opened our knees apart can just release and relax the pelvic floor. Also, having the hips propped up on the block can help move the pelvic organs back into their rightful place if you do suffer from pelvic organ prolapse. So try this exercise, take a little break in the middle of your day or toward the evening perhaps, see how it feels, and let me know how you like it. If you liked this video, please come back for more. Subscribe to my channel, get notifications, and definitely click the little thumbs up like button below this video just to give me some feedback that you are enjoying what I'm sharing with you and to let other people know about this video as well. Please come back for more next week, and as always, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter. I'll see you next time.